Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and today I am streaming the Lord of the Rings Online, still continuing with the Gundabad expansion. And yes, we are going to Car Bronach. That is what I am doing today. Basically, you're going to be starting the questing there because yesterday, or 2 days ago, 2 days ago, we finished the third zone, Pit of Stonejaws, in a single stream. That one took about 3 hours. So there's been, I guess, a lot of variation in the 3 whole zones that I've done for how long they have taken to complete questing wise. So I'm curious what Car Bronach is going to be like as a pretty big zone and perhaps a little bit barren. I'm really curious what the questing will be like there, so I'm excited to find that out today. So first of all, I kind of forgot about this, but just thought about it when I saw I needed to travel. I can get the level 135 muster now, so I will go ahead and do that. And that is going to actually be to the zone I need to go to, but I'm not sure I need to go exactly that way. So to find out what I need to do, first of all, I have 2 Car Bronach. That one has me go to the Witch Gate area, which is the door area between the outside and inside of Gundabad there. And also the Legacy of Durin and the Trials of the Dwarves, that also has me go to the Witch Gate. So let me just check, make sure it's actually outside and not inside. Well, it's not showing on the tracker outside, which I find to be a little bit odd, not even showing like the indoor location like it usually would. But that should be right there. Also, this map seems very non-functional. The only place you can go is Ingvar. I'm not sure that's intended. I don't even remember it being like that in beta. I thought it was like you could actually click other places and see things on the map. Makes me worried it'll be a little bit buggy when we actually get inside. But yeah, I guess I can go the slow way of just traveling to Bargstad and then manually riding a mount there and not using my fancy new muster. So I need to go to, Pit of Stonejaws. There we are. I did hear, by the way, for anybody curious, that instances are scheduled for this week, it sounds like, if all things go as planned from Standing Stone Games perspective. The 2-3 mans, we will hopefully get them later this week, which it is Monday, and usually they update Wednesday, so that is when we could potentially expect that. I don't know if I'll quite get to level 140 by then, but would be nice so I could start running them, but might even be able to run them under leveled. Oh, subscriber town services, I saw that just expired. So maybe when we get settled into the new zone and I can actually use my Warden muster or something, I'll go back to Brienne and get a town service. As usual, I seem to like to get interrupted by an itchy nose when I start streams. Yeah, my experience so far, just thinking in general with Gundabad, I of course talked about that in my recent video, but first zone was pretty fun, but it had a lot of scattered stuff, I felt like, which how scattered it felt was probably aided by all the lag there. And then the second zone was not very dense with the questing. It was more exploration navigation type, which I enjoyed. I'm still not too sure why I enjoyed that, but it was fun for me. And then this zone was a lot more fast-paced with its questing, and perhaps a little bit more of a normal zone. And just a lot quicker for me to complete overall, even with my own slowness. Stephen, I did not hear that they were just for Bull Roar this week. That is possible, but according to Standing Stone Games on Twitter, the instances are scheduled for release this week with 31.0.1, which is already what they were slated for. So unless they meant that was going to beta, it should be coming to live. Well, didn't last long on the mount that time. I did already complete the Hobgoblin Slayer. Probably completed it a couple times over by the time we got through the entirety of the zone. I remember I was scrambling to kill hobgoblins here. Well, it's like 6 extra hobgoblins I really had to kill. But yeah, I pulled an extra set just in case, and then found out a little bit later I just killed tons more of hobgoblins. Beast Slayer could always work on that. Actually need almost 200 of them. Just didn't run into that many with the quest, even though I killed over 100. Somebody in the chat was mentioning that it'd be like a harder to do deed. And early in my experience with the zone, I didn't quite experience that because I was running into lots of beasts. But then the quest just stopped taking you in those areas. So yes, actually killing these bats is helpful for me, essentially. Unfortunately, just speaking of the instances, unfortunately I did not get to look at those in the beta. When I played the beta, which was only the first day because there wasn't much else for me to do, at least personally in the beta. Especially with how little there was in the first beta. Yeah, the 3-mans weren't in the game yet. I accidentally found one though. That was pretty neat. Okay, so we got both the book quest and the General to Car Bronach going now. Actually, we don't have the General to Car Bronach. There should be an NPC. See right here? Oh, all right then. There's an invisible dwarf right here. If anybody is curious or gets stuck on this, the way I found him was clicking right here on the map and then just pressing the U key to interact. Can also do F10 and then interact. But yeah, that's pretty neat. The landscape here though, thinking of something that's actually neat. The landscape here in this Frozen, although that looks really pixelated. I don't know if that's the intention or just the way it ends up looking, but it almost made me think of a Minecraft texture for a moment. And I might have gotten stuck already. Hasn't taken long to find broken things today. Oh, almost. I can get up here. There's a little bit of a higher area. Could try a mount jump. I could actually get on my worst deed now. Hey, the mount did work. And as I mentioned, I can get on my worst deed, so I will do that. Dour hands here are level 136. It's kind of concerning my level is 135, even though I'm not quite halfway through zones-wise. I'm 3 zones through instead of 3.5 zones through. Oh, there's a bunch of quests here too. Hello, Jonathan Amos and Guts Hub. Let's see, wish they would give sub-town services permanently, or just like tied to the sub so you don't have to return to town to refresh it all the time. I agree, that would be more convenient. Of course, it's already a convenience, but that would be a lot more convenient. Sometimes it's a struggle deciding if it's even worth going and getting, depending on the situation. More often than not, for like a longer questing session, I will have it's of course worth getting, but yeah, sometimes it is questionable. So we're destroying banners of Dour Hands and banners of the, what, Iron Crown? Angmarum? There's a lack of enemies at this camp. It actually looked like a player for a moment. I actually don't even remember what I saw that looked like a player. Never mind, maybe. Oh, don't want that. Not much point in actually being on my worst deed. It's nice to be on the worst deed just as a change of pace thing, but there really is not much point in this particular area. Spikes going out of the ground there. I wonder if somebody cleared out this camp. I see a Runekeeper here now, but There's just a lack of enemies right here. There used to be some right here. This really does kind of feel like I stepped foot into Angmar, but a different Angmar. That's like a Dwarven Angmar at the same time. Ah, here are some mobs. I wonder if they have a long respawn timer. Well, with the Runekeeper one-shotting them all, I ain't getting much chance to hit them. I'm gonna have to be quick and just tap it with something. I wonder if they're here for a Slayer Deed or something? I guess they could be questing, but they're level 140. Which there are some people who have like spam sword halls and the such to just speed up to level 140. And then with the way things are set in LOTRO, you kind of have to go back and quest anyway. Which I'm not always a fan of. But it is something that you do have to do in this game. Have to do. I guess I should put it in quotes. I wonder if it's that wound that's doing a lot of damage to me, or if they just do a lot of damage. Either way, I'm taking enough damage that I actually want to use some cooldowns here. Some cooldowns as an potion. Actually, resolution might not heal me enough. But yeah, some cooldowns as in a potion in my one cooldown that's mostly functional in a situation like this. And yes, level 140 is the cap right now, and it looks like there's also a lot of lag right now. Danger is fine, but danger because of lag is not the best. Well, compared to the hobgoblins in the previous zone, this is definitely a step up. Tome of Accomplished Resolve. Takes a lot of accomplishment to get 215 more morale. It's a really silly item, but I actually consider it a really good thing that it's weak. Like, if that gave 215k morale, that would be a really bad feeling item. I will go ahead and use it though, because why not? Actually, if it was sellable in the auction house, that might have been a better use out of it, even if I got just 1 gold. Actually, if I just got 1 gold out of it, that would be more of a waste of time to deal with collecting the mail and posting it. Can criticize the morale taps all I want about them being weak, but every time this happens, I have to mention that they still heal. Ooh. Yeah, it is true in LOTRO's past that sometimes there weren't enough quests if all you did was quest to get to the level cap. Back in the day, that would have annoyed me, but I honestly wouldn't even mind that too much now, because it's better encouragement to go back and do deeds, at least for me it is. And even if there were dailies and weeklies that you could access below the level cap, also those. I really wonder, some people probably already know, but I personally am wondering what the dailies and weeklies situation is going to be in Gundabad. The past few level caps in LOTRO, I really remember this with Mordor, the start of it. It could have started before this, but I think they've handled it pretty poorly how you get dailies and weeklies. Basically requiring you to go through all the questing content, I am not the biggest fan of. It's not that every time I talk about this, like LOTRO, you having to go through the questing content. I like the questing in LOTRO, but I'm not a fan of the necessity of it to unlock stuff. Like in Minas Morgul, how you had to complete the quest deeds and maybe even just the deed deeds. I don't remember if it was the deed deeds, but the quest deeds. What am I missing here? Looks like I am missing some stuff to the west, even though I was already here. I don't think I went and explored behind this because there were a lack of enemies. So I don't think I went over here. There's also a treasure cache there. That's the reason I should go there anyway. Dour hands and throwing things. Glad to see things have not changed that much in 130 levels. Hello, Vladarella. So, Stephen, you said you've been 140 a few days and you have good news and bad news. So the good news is you get a quest as soon as you hit 140 that unlocks them. I think that is good news, at least. Wow, not only are they one-shotting things, they have a dwarf to help them. That looks like some fancy mage outfit from WoW. I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes me think of a WoW mage. Bad news, not that many rewards, and very poor. No embers, that's surprising. There should be embers in my opinion. Speaking of embers, I wonder how the loot box gear is compared to PvMP or crafted gear. There's really not too much point in looking at gear or investing too many resources into gear without the instances yet, but some people, including myself even, would just be interested in the options. Okay, so we need to destroy 4 more Iron Crown standards. Boy, I'm not doing a good job destroying those. Don't need the Sage's Coffer. I just see something tracked like right here-ish. Oh. Maybe I will get a Stout Axe Dwarf to help me now. Oh, not anymore. So collect orders from the Dour Hands. Alright then. Now I'm feeling like this Runekeeper back and forth a lot. Okay, hopefully, well, I guess my hopes are ruined. I did not get enough orders from that, but good news is there are a couple Dour Hand down here. Seems like an odd place to be, just like tucked into the corner and looking at the wall there. So PvMP starting gear is 455. I honestly thought PvMP gear was 460, which is the same as crafted. So crafted gear is looking decent. I will point out, as far as the bad itemization, there is one missions piece that I remember. I think it was shoulder pads, but don't 100% remember. That at least had good itemization. I don't know the overall item level, even if, or not overall stats, I mean, even if the item level is 460, if they were any good, but it did have, at least for the medium armor one, physical mastery, and then the plain agility and vitality, and then an essence slot to go with that. Oop. Oh, I guess they do have you go back and forth a lot here. Okay. I just wish I actually ran into this door first. So an axe and a dagger. They're a dual wielding. Stout axe. It looked like a stout axe. Hey, there's one of those fancy banners that I think I did not take down. I wonder if there's one on the opposite side. Actually not seeing one. Okay, find the horn used by the Dour Hands to summon the Iron Crown Key Warden. And that is going to be west here, it looks like. Or more. Yeah. That'll be right down here, right in the middle. Okay. Let's hope that's a safe fall. Well, I broke my fall. Yeah, the old scaling instances don't even give this level cap's worth of item level. It's still... I think I have one random scaling piece that is not 451, it would be 442. And it sounds like it only goes up 3 item levels for level 140. Do you even like Wildwood? Is that gear also not good? Those instances? Let's see, what are we waiting to do? Talk to Muta. Is it Muta or Muta? I really don't know what that accent mark. Which one of those it could be. Alright, with all this running around, there is at least a Dour Hand Slayer deed. Oh yes, I have an update on cosmetics for Louisden. Not only was I looking at the level 140 crafted armor, which is just the general Gundabad armor, they all use the same cosmetics, so there might be more sources of it. I also got, what's with these mobs dropping? Like, I got 2 random of these extra rare loot things. But 10% XP from monster kills, 5% item XP from monster kills. I'll save that for the reward track. Make sure I get that 5% extra items. No old mission gear for 140s.
Do you need something?
Yeah, it seems like they would have updated the all the barters to have 140 stuff for old missions. I wonder if that just was one of the many seemingly unfinished things about this expansion. While I singled out in my video the lack of instances as the biggest, like, I guess, disappointment of this expansion launch, there's also a lot of other things that feel unfinished, and I feel like that's an example of just adding a level cap. Oh, Iron Crown Standard. Did I not get the one by the cage? I already got one by the cage. Is there another one? And thank you, Harvane. I just about left here. There is another one. I would have looked at my map and had I come back up here. Although it doesn't seem like a bad thing just because I'm getting Dour Hand Slayer progress, but I would guess there are plenty of Dour Hands in other places of the zone. The only reason I might suspect that it's not the case is there's this Runekeeper that seems to be farming here. Unless they're farming all this rare legendary loot that's questionably useful. The lag seems so far in my, what, like 10, oh, almost 30 minutes playtime. Seems a little bit better than the previous day. What would that have been, Saturday? But I don't know if that's a fair amount of test time. There's a surprising amount of people online. That about matches what there was Saturday weekend. Well, here's a Skarn. Oh yeah, we're looking for Ingmar standards. Uh-oh. I wonder if I need to go back up. I really doubt there would be any in this random field here. This hill, but maybe? I forgot I actually need to pay attention to those. Yeah, my guess is because I need 2 more, there are 2 more on that top side that I just haven't gotten up yet. That's what I'm suspecting, Harvane, because I remember noticing those 2 standards there, the 2 by the cage, and then I haven't gotten any in a comparable area on the other side. It's been a while since I've actually used the horse deed. Gotta take a second to get used to the navigation. With the lag, that was probably a really bad idea. Fortunately, he still ended up way up here. So, Brother Beak, this is where you really felt like Standing Stone Games rushed the expansion? Oh, I hope I don't feel that way with this zone. The first 3 zones felt overall pretty good to me. The world building of this zone is also quite nice. Whatever outfit he has, I like it. It seems to match his kin's name. I don't even know why. Oh yeah, that's the raid outfit. Does he have an actual outfit? Or is he just using equipment? I think he's just using his equipment. But yeah, I like that chest piece. Oh, this is an actual slide. Neat. That was fun. Even if I died, that would have been worth it. That was really fun. Staring at the empty rocky mountains from a distance really remind me of, I guess, the ugly side of LOTRO's graphics, where if they're a little bit closer and you get the higher resolution textures and just the details, it doesn't look that bad. You can repeat bounties a few times. We have a cat. Took her a few minutes. Oh, I need to scout the Iron Pass. I need to talk to Emak, defeat beasts. Okay. Well. Maybe I'll do enough gathering in this zone that I won't even notice any of the questing. Do y'all hear rattling noises? That's my cat rubbing on the microphone. Because that's what she does. Oh, that's an actual thing. I thought it was some sort of critter. Okay.
Our need is dire.
No, wants my attention. Oh, this is the place I need. Oh, I need to summon the NPC. Yeah, I see the bounties over there now.
Gundabad is rife with foes. Be wary.
Using that has no effect. Guessing I need to do something before I can get those. Let's see, I can get an earring with parry and crit defense. Is there any chance I'd actually want to equip that? No. I can get... yeah. That's unfortunate. Hopefully the leggings are... wow, that's a lot of critical rating I stacked on these pants. Let's see. Fine. Oh, is that inside? Unless it's over here. There he is.
Only a Drak shows mercy in battle.
Okay. She really is rattling this a lot now. So the Dower Hand's giving me quests. Ooh, one for purple earrings, which have tactical mitigation. While tactical mitigation I don't think would be the most useless of stat, it's just really boring for a leveling thing. Hey, finally a quest to give enhancement runes. That is something I have noticed a lack of. Oh, never mind, I actually have 44 enhancement runes. I just haven't been paying attention clearly because I don't really care too much about enhancement runes at this point. While it is good to get them, yeah, bounties work now. This bounty may be completed up to 3 times. Okay, so it's kind of like those things that you did in Barrow Downs and the northern part of Bree by Ninharn, the lake. Did I get all those? Just double check. Yep. Okay, so where do I go now? It looks like the... well, there's a bounty way in the northeast, but the zone quest has me go to the west. The book quest also has me go to the Ingmar connection, I think, somewhere around there. And the book quest also has me go other places, do other things, but for now, I will just do stuff along the way to the west. So collect daggers from Hillmen, evil Hillmen, war dispatches from Ingmarum, bone amulets from the dead, and defeat the random signature that's way off in the east. Oh, here's a bunch of Grims. I actually do need to defeat Shadow Grims for something, so might as well do that. Attempt to do that. Oh, that one's taking on a scary shape. Don't want to look. Spiders. I actually find these Grims to be a little bit neat. Now, that might be too many. There is some actual danger here, I think. That's a lot of fears. Okay, this might have been a bad idea. Yeah. It didn't start out too bad, I will say. But it's nice to know those can actually do something. Well, I got my one free revive in. I vote to not quite pull that many this time. Or at least do it more with more of a handle on things. Oh, I see why these earrings give tactical mitigation now, though. It's to fight all the Shadow Grims. I actually can't tell. That is an actual bat fighting me and not a shadow bat. Oh, I just needed to kill like 2 more things and I could have leveled up and healed up during the original fight. Also, I should probably stop my dryer at some point. Thank you, Stephen. I hope to have a good stream as well. We'll see how this goes. 3 of these guys. Did not want to use resolution, but hey, it healed me up. Sometimes you just have to kill things. What did I need to kill these guys for again? Oh, I guess whatever I needed them for. Don't need any more. I really don't know what it was. I needed to kill 8 of them. Defeat beasts. I already did that. Defeat Shadow Grims. Oh, just Shadows of Sorcery. Okay. My heals are so weak. I gotta remember, even compared to 115, the heals are a lot weaker. Which seems odd, but Warden really does have backwards progression, where certain things just get weaker as you level. So what was this one earring I got? Crit defense, that's right, and parry rating. How about this pocket item? This pocket item? This random club? This random club? It actually has stats I would want, but obviously don't want that weapon at all. Back pre new ally system, Li3 if you want to call it that, there would occasionally be situations where if you did not put Starlight Crystals into your imbued ally, where actually using random weapons like that could be significantly better. But I think with the new ally system, all you having to do is reforge. Puts them assuredly better than the old ones. I wonder why this guy's just standing here. Are they watching over the hill, man? I did need to defeat Hillman. I feel like I might as well do that. I wonder if there will be a Hillman Slayer deed. I don't remember that in all of Ingmar. I don't actually remember, like, specifically a Hillman Slayer deed. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay. Was not quite ready for that. Just make sure I stay healed up here. I think that's all I need to do. There is servants of the Iron Crown, so they at least count for a Slayer here. Was that Dour Hand Slayer actually this Iron Crown one? Because I'm not sure what else I would have killed. That many of in the zone yet. Okay, did I get all the Hillmen? No, I got 4 out of 8 daggers. Not that much. But I can gather, potentially, get some respawns or just travel off after this. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get the thingy. Subscriber town services. So these boots would be interesting if they were medium armor, had agility, and maybe with finesse, but I'd probably have to... Yeah, I'm still not sure I'd want them. If this was a direct translation to medium armor and agility, I'm not sure I'd actually equip those. Oh, let's see. I have to go way west there for that one thing, but I know the Ingmar gate up here. I still really do like seeing the connection to Ingmar and having, for the first time in a very, very long time, for the first time since Ingmar even. Were there... I feel like some Eregia might have had... Or am I thinking something else in Eregion? But yeah, basically first time in a really long time that we have these mobs as completely new. One more tick. There we go. And I still needed to defeat beasts, I believe, unless I already completed that. There is a Beast Slayer deed. That seems like it could be a struggle at this point, at least. Maybe there's a wolf den somewhere or something. Cat's back. Oh yeah, I was supposed to turn my dryer off as well. Otherwise it'll keep just cycling every once in a while. Okay, scout the Daraway between Car Bronach and Elderslade. Wow, now I have to go all the way down there. And then what else did I have to do? Scout that, defeat beasts in Car Bronach once again. And then I have something here, but I'm guessing it's just to kill an NPC. War dispatches, yeah, there's probably supposed to be a Hillman or something up here. Actually, that would be Ingmar. Okay, so looking ahead, I should probably do that one non-bounty. If I can untrack these bounties, actually, that would be great. This one's not repeatable, it seems. Travel to Toll, that place, and then Scalag. Those are 2 places I need to head. So the Toll place is over here. Scalag's to the east, where I have a bounty there as well. Probably a cave at that, I guess. But the Toll place, which also has bone ambulance apparently, is in the west. So that is where I will set my direction to. I can go on my worst deed while AFK, but that seems scary. Here, I will try it. I'm curious how this will turn out. Be right back. Alright, I am back. So Faye and KS, you were questing here, didn't get a follow-up after the Dower Hand escaped? Dower Hand escaped. I actually don't remember that happening. I remember freeing the Stout Axe Dwarf. Yeah, this path. My War Seed seems to be working. Kind of almost feels like I need a goat or something to go this vertical. Still not many beasts, at least they're scattered about quite a bit, but not a dense pack of them that I have seen. It really is making me feel like it'd be worth just killing them as I see them, even like this. Ooh, bat wings. That would be ideal. Let's see, this is Flight of the Dead, Remains of Bat, and then Iron Crown. Rune Stones here. Well, though I was going to try more resounding challenges, clearly that did not work because the builder got skipped. Now I'm actually in a rough spot here. What is that cat doing? Oh, she's scratching. For some reason it sounded like she was in a plastic bag or something. But she's scratching her post and it just sounds weird. What do I need to do with these? Do something with the remains, burn them? But hey, found a cave at least that has some beasts. Already did that one. I also need to click the... Oh, these things? Yeah, I can hardly actually even see those glowing. Are these the Rune Stones? They are the Rune Stones. Alright then. I still see a little ring from this. It's in the ground, but could see it. Okay, so that's all I actually need in this area, it looks like. More bats. Hello? From? We Swepe? Perulima? Perulima, I'm trying to remember exactly where that is. Oh, granite. Seems weird to want granite, but that's the way Gundabad is. Has some nice geodes in it. One annoying thing about geodes is when you go to look at just your wallet, they are not all together because it sorts alphabetically. But yeah, to see my progress on those, this is what I have as far as them. Jasper seems to be quite rare, and gypsum doesn't seem to be too common either. Newell. He counts for like 3 different things here. Four different things if you include the deed. And even he can be burnt. Oh, did I use... Rank of victory again? That was not supposed to happen. Okay, guess I will go up before I go down. I wonder if I actually want him to summon a bat white. I think that's what they're doing. Oh no, they're summoning one of those things. Never mind. Also, I should probably continue burning the bats. I've done 10 of those, so I've kept up at least decently with it. But it just means after it, I have to not really deal with trying to remember to do that. Oh, that stuff wants to build. Every time I get a little lag spike that, I second guess my decision of pulling more mobs. But this cave seems actually safe enough. Feels less dangerous than the Dower Hands at least were. Okay, just 2 more of these. And then I have some bat idols to get, I believe. Or ritual idols. Yeah, that's where I came from. And I have not gotten all the way to the left, but I want to destroy this idol. And just to continue, like, complete this way, I'll go left again. And then as far as what I need in here, I need, yeah, 4 more of those things. And then I also thought there was another named NPC. Yeah, or Car Bronach. Oops. Oh, it's actually right here. I did not even realize that. With all the directions I have gone, it's been by complete accident that I've happened to just run into the 2 named NPCs I've needed to kill here. Now, these boots actually have physical mastery. They don't quite make up in physical mastery for what I lose, because I have basically 2 essences that cover that. Then my piece of gear has extra, mastery and critical rating, but I would gain like 4,200 vitality, which is actually about 20,000 morale. And I would gain 5,000 agility, which would make up for the lost physical mastery, but then I'd lose a little bit of critical rating overall, about 18,000 crit. But I think that would be worth it. I'll actually use this hope token to free up an inventory slot at this point. When I get done with these quests, it still won't let me do that, I see. I can destroy these random pieces of gear because they sell for like tiny change. First purple enhancement rune, that's nice. And then rest thing I need here is a bunch of Rune Stones. I guess ritual idols can be Rune Stones. And then, yeah, I'll port debris in. Muster back up here and continue with the questing after that. Okay, so let's go the directions I have not been. I wouldn't even mind exploring this full cave. I mean, I can get some Beast Slayer deed progress. I assume the Bat Whites still count as beasts. I thought they did when I looked earlier, yeah. Seems like it'll be very useful, at least anything as far as Beast Slayer goes. Okay, so when I track back up here, I can get all those. all the idols that I miss. This one has 2 idols. Okay, I really don't need floating names on. Ooh, I almost lagged too much and missed that gamut completely. I feel like the lag is oddly not as bad as yesterday, but it's more disruptive. I don't know if I just don't remember how bad it actually was on Saturday. Oh, I guess that wraps it up for this. Again, I do actually want to explore the rest of this cave to see what it looks like. I think there's a whole basement that I didn't even go to. And these were just the 2 paths upstairs. There might have been a third. Let's see, that's where we came. No, I came up this way, I think. And then I turned left and then I went straight and now I need to go right, which actually takes me downstairs anyway. It could be a little bit of a circular type situation here. There's Ugal. And then there was a downstairs, must have not been in this area. I'm going to end up with so many enemies on me. Just gotta keep up morale taps. And make sure I resounding challenge everything I pull, and then should end up safe. Now, I thought there was a downstairs. This could be the entire cave. I mean, it wouldn't make much sense for there to be a basement with all that we have gone through, but maybe also the downstairs that I was seeing was actually just the entrance. And I wasn't paying too much attention when I was like making the decision of where to go. So we went that way, which that's where we came up from. Yeah, I think that might have been the basement that I was thinking, which again goes back to the entrance. Okay, so that makes sense. I didn't even need to leave here. Oh well. Now I can't even kill those mobs. Tubery. And I am floating. Also just realized I forgot to record the portion of the stream that we have already done, about an hour of gameplay's worth. I don't know quite an hour of gameplay's worth, but an hour of recordings, which I guess saves some space. That looks like a player crafting. That actually looks like 2 players crafting. Forget on this server who I've been sending my XP things to. I think it's been to Legan, but I can do that. In December, there is going to be a plus 20% Virtue XP weekend, so basically at all the time in LOTRO, I saved just all my Virtue XP things for then. It really does add up. 20% is quite a bit of Virtue XP that you get just for it being a bonus weekend, so I hoard everything that gives me Virtue XP like that for that weekend.
Greetings, friend.
Sometimes I will use them on the 10% weekends, because the 20% ones, I think they're like 2 a year or something. It doesn't happen that often. But yeah, sometimes I will do it during 10% depending on the situation. For a character like this, where I've basically completed my main 5 virtues, that's no longer the case. But for a character like this, I want to get the biggest benefit I can out of the Virtue XP to level all the little ones. And the strategy, for people curious, while I use my muster here, for getting the most benefit out of your Virtue XP, you want to maximize one virtue before moving on to the next. So, like, level your main 5 virtues, then do 1 extra virtue, 1 more virtue, and so on, instead of splitting the XP between a bunch. Now, the reason I have a bunch of virtues... Wait, what? Oh yeah, Gundabad sometimes does that, where you just go through a second loading screen. It really mixes me up sometimes as well. But yeah, the reason I have a lot of low-level virtues is actually left over from the virtue revamp we had way back in 2018 when this character was like level 40. I don't know why my mind went to 2018. It might have been 2019 because it was the Veils of Anduin update, which I thought was, yeah, that would have been 2019. You and Immac are not the only adventurers or something with an interest in the narrow way. Is this the narrow way? And where does the rest of the book quest have me go? Oh, defeat beasts. I think it'll have me go down to that camp actually after I defeat beasts, because I guess the beasts in the cave just weren't enough for these dwarves. Also, I did find a few wolves here, so might as well do that. That looks like a fancy thing, a giant. I wonder if there's a giant slayer dude. That would be nice to at least have some sort of signatures. That has been another disappointing part, I feel like, of Gundabad. Has been the shift of some mobs that really feel like they should be signatures to non-signatures. Yeah, so now I just need to talk to Mac. So an example is there are a lot of drakes inside Gundabad that are normal mobs and not signatures, and that just feels way off to me. And there was something else I thought I kept running into that really felt like in the past they would always be signatures. It was trolls. Some of the large trolls were not signatures, which felt really odd as well.
Look who it is. Our old friend Venko. Hail, friends. It is good to see you again.
Okay, so that... Oh, I need to read the note. That's a problem with me going on autopilot and not paying attention to quests sometimes.
Knew it. Knew it. Did I not tell you so? We are in agreement then.
So I need to find this evil thing in Ingmar. Not in Ingmar, but from the Ingmar.
That much is
What
clear.
did I get there? Tracery. Doubt it's going to be useful. Yeah, with the randomness of the traceries, I have so far gotten 0 useful traceries. There it is. Oh, I have a couple old pieces of gear to disenchant. Might as well disenchant them. Go ahead and get rid of them. Although I do have to wonder how I'm doing on motes of enchantment. 5070, not too bad. Okay, so quest-wise, need to head north. And Angmar Cultist or Trev Duverdane. Okay. But yeah, book quest just has me defeating some of them. Zone quest, I have to go north into this area and then defeat a giant way in the east. Yeah, defeat many giants. Ooh, Dead Slayer. 61 out of 120. I wonder... The bats were accounting for Beast Slayer. I just don't remember killing that many dead in the zone, actually. Maybe what I was doing in the cave helped with that? Also, I am heading way west of where I need to go, apparently. I guess I was just riding down the mountain slope there when I actually needed to go. I feel like this map is almost inverted feeling, where I believe this goes up this stream, but it looks like it goes down on the map to me. Oh, that didn't last long. Probably don't even need to hit them, but yeah, work on Slayers at some point. Especially the Giant Slayer. Seems like it'll be a thing that might take a bit of work here. Oh, so much lag. Plus, I should take advantage of the Warden's greatness with Slayer deeds. Even with lag, if Brink of Victory can hit like that, that is okay enough. It did get a little bit worrying towards the end there. Should have kept Vitality Essences. Oh, I had some gear pieces with Vitality Essences. I really hope it doesn't turn into a situation where level 130 Vitality Essences are better than any option at 140. Oh, here's a place for Beast Slayer. Okay, time to get some work done. They don't show on the map, I'm guessing because they're neutral mobs. Oh, I feel so bad now. They look so peaceful. They don't even threaten to attack when you go near them. Okay. Just have to remember they're completely virtual. Hello, Straight Reapin. So you said you keep quitting this game. Oh no. But then you keep coming back because I pop up on your feed. Sometimes that's the way it is with MMOs though. Like just ebb and flow with the playtime of them. For example, New World. I haven't been playing as much the past 2 weeks or so as I've been getting ready for Gundabad. And now that Gundabad is out, it's delayed any other playtime in that. Or in LOTRO when there's not really, I'd say, ever a lack of stuff to do in LOTRO. Even at the level cap here, you can just go ahead and farm a bunch of gold traceries and presumably Seri Surma still. I at least haven't heard anything about it being nerfed. I'm clearly targeting this ram, but then I just randomly hit that little one. One thing I've really liked seeing from New World, even if there are lots of issues, which hasn't been great to see, is the developers are pretty good at communicating, I have found. Do I need these creepy crawlies? I don't think so. Also forgot what I was doing here. I got distracted by all those rams, which really did help with the Beast Slayer. I could even look at it. I'm already 35 out of 120. Do those not count for the Beast Slayer? They looked like beasts to me. That's disappointing. I mean, they gave me Gundabad hides. Only beasts give hides. I think. But, yeah. Level 140 will not have Vitality Essences. They, as a design decision, they decided to go away from that because people would just stack Vitality. But, yeah, if the stat jump isn't way too much. Oh, these guys do count as beasts. Maybe those bats weren't counting as beasts. I might have read it as beasts, but maybe it was dead. That is one downside of this text being so small. If I'm just glancing at it, could very easily have read beast as the dead. Well, then that's an extra reason to just kill all the beasts I see in this zone if that one cave didn't actually count for anything with them. Hello, Bales. Yeah, this ram counts. Anyway, we gotta get going up to a cave up here, I believe. Oh yeah, Warden could be tough if you aren't playing it with somewhat frequency, or I also find it like just something that comes back pretty naturally if I have taken a break from it. Even the other specs, well, I've got them so used to Yellow Line and its speed and, or a lack of speed if you're just doing plain old Gambit builders. And I've also gotten used to Seize the Moment and just the general playstyle of it. I find myself able to get used to Blue Line and Red Line if I need to even. Okay, the little goat, that's actually is a little thing. It was only a critter. Do the Grims count for anything? Nope. And I'm still heading in the right direction? Yes. Uh-oh, I pulled something. Yeah, I pretty much just mainly use yellow on the landscape, even for group content. While I know some level 130 wardens were switching back to red line, I always did more damage in the yellow line, specifically on my lower level. Warden, I didn't really do enough on Leiden, and I think the limited testing, they were kind of similar-ish. Oh, here's a little barrow. Wonder if it's full of whites or what we have in here. So Bales, you're wondering if you should pay for VIP, and you said this is the only MMO you enjoy anymore. Well, VIP has quite a few nice benefits. One of them is the subscriber town services, and while we were talking about it being an inconvenience having to go get it, it's still a huge convenience item. I think it is the most OP item in the game, because you can just go here, you can sell. You can sell a Ring of Skatha's Horde. Sad day indeed. You can sell all this junk straight from it. You can repair. You actually don't have to repair if you remember to drink your subscriber's jug. You also craft really fast with that. So lots of benefits with it. Crit rating, I might actually want to keep that essence just in case. It's getting itchy. So find nothing of value in that copper. So we have a bunch of whites here. I assume these count for the Dead Slayer. I can't seem to target that one. I have an aura hitting me. There we go. So before I get moving on, I just want to assess my environment a little bit. Well, so much lag here. Okay, that's all I'll do. I'll just clean out this room and get everything. Ooh. I personally don't find brawlers to be the most fun. They really felt like an unfinished class to me. I think ultimately was one problem with them. And there's just something about the gameplay flow that I personally don't like. I think it's the heavy dependence on cooldowns, but then the cooldowns taking so long to activate that it just feels boring to me. They have some general niceties to them. The animations are pretty neat. I'll have to burn all the defeated white, it looks like, in this one. And as far as performance goes, as Fan there covered, their DPS is really low, even after the huge 50% damage buff they got. It's still quite low. Here's another white. Honestly, the Beoring still feels unfinished for me, which is one reason I don't have much hope for the Brawler getting any better. Okay, let's get this little circle looking area. And let's lag in the meantime. And let's also try to face my target. And we'll just kill them all anyway. It's really unfortunate for Standing Stone games that the brawler is so weak. So there might be some people who would purchase the expansion pack if the brawler was like OP. But no, there are some people that might not. I don't know how many people would actually do that. I feel like people would complain if they made the brawler like really OP as like a pay to win type class situation. But I find there are classes you have to buy that would be Runekeeper, Warden, Warning, and now Brawler. You have to buy them in some way to be more unique and not necessarily overpowered. They just have unique gameplay elements, something unique even about their performance. Okay, I think I'll clear out this huge room. I gotta see how much I can actually pull in here. Push it in some way. The first pull was getting a little bit much towards the end. I was getting a lot of the aura effects, which is what I'd really worry about here, actually. So as I run here, actually it wasn't too bad. Thought I might run into tons of auras. Also, I just realized my morale is healthily above 500k. It's gone up quite a bit here. That's pretty nice. I really wish I could like the Redline Bear Warning, which I like playing Redline DPS specs because that's what's fun to me, but also because while leveling, that's in general what's going to be the most fun, most damage, and the such. But yeah, I really like the Brawler. I really like the idea of the Brawler a lot as well. And the blue line is a ton of fun to me, but the red line just not that fun to me. I think the Runekeeper is not in as bad of a state as it used to be in. The Redline Runekeeper was buffed in Update 30 and I think was made overall pretty useful. Another problem with the Runekeeper that they kind of face, I think from Standing Stone Games perspective, is that they have Do Not Fall This Day, which is just a really strong in-combat res. So it's almost like their DPS suffers just because of that is what it feels like sometimes. Oh hey, here's one of the named NPCs I need to kill. And it counts for my book quest. Fantastic. I think basically any Angmar would, but I do think Guardians are more viable. And I think that's partially actually because of the Captain nerf. I don't remember much, besides the Guardian damage being buffed, I don't remember much buffing their tanking from Update 30. As far as Red Light Bear Warning goes, I think their damage was also buffed in Update 30. And perhaps with the LI revamp buffed even more. But I actually don't know where they stand in terms of viability right now. Also, I don't think there's too much to look into that with Gundabad being very unsettled and not having any group content. I still don't think there's any landscape group content. I would be very happy to be disproved, but as far as I know, there's zero group content in Gundabad right now until we get the update, hopefully this Wednesday. But yeah, what was the point of that? Oh yeah, the Beorning Redline. For me, the problem with Beorning Redline is it's just not fun. I made a whole video on it even because it's something I go on about it so much because it's a class I should like, it's a spec I should like, but I just unfortunately do not find nothing of value. Alright then, let's find some value, kill some whites. Hopefully not die in the process. And very much so, hopefully, not become a white in the process. Okay, I know those two that I just pulled there did not get resounding challenged. This is a problem with lag. In a situation like this, I feel like I could go through this cave a lot quicker. Do I still need to burn some of these? Yikes. Just one more. and then stolen Zelruka trinkets. And is there talk to Rethbard? Do I need to do anything else at Scalag? Not Scalag, Scalag? Scalag? Could be there for those, I suppose. Yeah, that is one nice thing to see. I think with the removal of vitality essences could, if the content is balanced around it, shift some emphasis back to BPE. A sort of problem this could create. Oh, I still need to search coffers. I didn't realize the last one had nothing of value. I thought what was in it was valuable, but clearly the quest did not. Is some old content that really isn't balanced around that, I suppose, could cause some issues there. Not that that's much of a concern ever. But for legendary servers, it could just be interesting, I guess. Wow, still need to collect stolen treasure. Okay, there are a bunch back up here. I just assumed I could ignore them. Oh, there are lots of enemies in that little area. I think, according to the minimap... Oh, all the dead bodies are showing. That's why I was confused. I was like, I thought this was one of the places I cleared out. But that's because it's all the dead bodies showing on the minimap. There we go, got that done. So now I believe this quest is done. I still need more Ingmarum. I don't know if I will find many Ingmarum on the way back. I've somehow defeated 4 of them. I think 1 in this cave. This has been a pretty fun tomb, I will admit. It'd also be a great spot for a screenshot. Or a few. Preferably without floating names on. I did see the Ingmarum here, but I really just wanted some screenshots in this area. I gotta get variety for thumbnails. These are great for generic blue backgrounds to still technically have it be a part of the game. I must have had Never Surrender up. Wow, this is a lot of lag. I think one of those spheres is doing a lot of damage to me, and again, I don't have any of the high-level fancy debuff remover potions. But hey, I've only had 1 death in this zone. I think 2? 1? 1? I think 1. Which I consider a success so far, considering what I have done. Anyway, now I can head out of here. And that is all blocked. There is a door. I do not know how I made that door go down, but I did. Wonder how far up here you can go. Okay, so Furious, you are wondering if I have insight on dwarfs versus statics for Blue Guardian. I'm actually not sure. I think dwarves are supposed to be pretty good, but I don't know any benefits that statics provide. Dwarves also have a cooldown that increases vitality, which is not bad at least. That would also be true. Mitigations would be better than block. Oh, I'm still climbing. There we go. If only I were a dwarf, I could climb to the top. Guess that's how that works, right? So this isn't a great spot for like a single screenshot, but just the general area view you could get. Or maybe if I head here, that's really scary. Good thing I did not actually have to watch my character cross that. I think from here you get a little bit of a better view. That looks to be towards the Welkin Lofts. I wonder if that actually is the Welkin Loft zone I'm seeing way out here. I know this map is a little bit messed up and you can't actually click to anything nearby besides Ingmar. But yeah, that would be the Welkin Lofts right there. And over there is just the eastern part of the zone. That's the connection to the Elder Slade. This is just a snow-covered stone. Oh, I was actually surprised I was able to get up that one. And now we're sliding down. Not that far, though. Okay, I do want to get back up to that little peak that I don't think I would be able to get up. I think it was this one. Can almost get a view of the Ingmar gate up here, but not quite. Anyway, where do I need to go? I think I need to find that signature in the far east and then head back use my Warden muster, head back, then get some Ingmar. Now, just to make sure, as far as zone quests go, want to get the bounty and, yeah, do turn-ins, I believe. I wonder if it's worth killing these giants along the way. I've killed 4 of them. It looked really 4 of them? I honestly thought I killed more than 4 at this point. I'm kind of shocked by that tiny number. But yeah, I'm guessing for Slayer Deed reasons, also trying to target the enemy, that I will want to defeat things along the way to the signature. Okay, hopefully I've stacked enough bleeds. I really do miss the days of being able to guarantee a bleed with the... See, there's barb javelins, and then there was... What was it called? Not hampering javelin. Shattered javelins. The pre-Wildwood nerf to that trait. I do miss those days for extra OP-ness on the landscape. How am I not facing the target? Oh, it's having me target the ram and not the thingy. That's a problem with me sometimes while the class is straight reaping is the Burglar and Lore Master. I feel like I could enjoy those two in group content more in a DPS role, but usually support is going to be more valuable. Like if you have one Lore Master and the same with one Burglar in a group, typically you're going to want them in support. There are some situations like low tier stuff where sometimes it could even help to have them in DPS. Or if you have multiple of them, you can get by with them in DPS. And also the same if you have one of each of those, you could probably get by with them in DPS, but their debuffs really are just valuable, even after the update 30 nerfs to support in general. Where essentially their DPS line doesn't provide enough to overcome the loss of support from not playing their support spec. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, heading to that signature in the east. The bounty mob. Getting Slayer progress along the way. 10 out of 80. I will need a total of... Why am I so slow at this? 230 more to complete the advanced Slayer deed. That might be one that's worth using a Slayer booster, but I will wait till after I actually quest through this zone to see if that really is necessary. Oh, don't want to use power attack. Oh well, he's dead anyway. And yeah, the rams and the beasts along the way, they're helpful just for the beast slayer, which I actually need 240 for the advance plus about 60-ish there left, so a little under 300 beasts left to slay. Oh, got some lag. Oh, one giant stomp and I am stunned. just feel like this slows down questing a lot. That's why I like Slayer Deeds, where there's like huge camps of enemies. It's just more entertaining than making myself dizzy on the landscape trying to kill what I can. But it's not like there's much of a rush, honestly, to finish questing. In this update, getting level 140 could be a little bit nice just for the instances, but again, I think you could probably run those decently well, even at this level 136 if they're 140. I think I would be decent off in the 3-mans at this point. Assuming you can enter them below 140, which I think a lot of stuff you can enter below, but then sometimes discovery deeds mess that up. But yeah, the whole point of that was that I don't feel the need to rush through the questing, at least. And while this is a slowdown for the questing, it does help get the Slayer Deeds done. Okay, so the bounty mob, I believe, is in this southern section here, not that little north edge. I could always check it on the tracker. In fact, that might be the mob. Nope. I'm guessing he'll appear up there. But if we check it on the tracker, I actually was wrong. Wow. Let's see. Hello, Bear Hervolf. That almost looks like Werewolf, but with bees. Werewolf? Maybe? But anyway, you're wondering if Yellow Guardian is viable later on. You're leveling 1 right now. It's a lot of fun. It is not very unviable, but the problem is usually on a Guardian, if you're running group content at least, you will often end up preferring the blue line for tanking. But there definitely are situations where the yellow line could be valuable. Some instances, 6-mans, 3-mans especially. Werewolf. Okay. There could be points where Yellow Guardian is like just better than Blue Line Guardian, especially when the damage and AoE benefits of it. You could take advantage of that. An example is some of the tanking the Guardian on Anor and my kinship on Anor. There are definitely situations where we get through stuff better when he is in yellow line instead of blue line, even for end game tanking. Here is a place for some Slayer Deeds. Oh, that's the NPC I need? You know, I thought it was that signature troll just because I remember, not troll, giant, just because I remember their signature giant there, so I assumed it was a named one. Here we are, it is a named ram, actually. That's pretty neat. And yes, just to confirm, these did all count for Beast Slayer. And yes, Furious, it is efficient time-wise to do deeds while leveling. I definitely agree. That's why, basically why I'm doing this, of course. I'll just outrun all the rams. It's also good to do Explorer Deeds. But at least with Explorer Deeds, they're fairly fast, I guess, depending on the zone, but decently fast to get through over leveled. Same with Slayer Deeds, they're all faster when you've already quested through the zone, but if you can do them while leveling, that is even better. Like all these treasure caches and the such, while I was in the area, would definitely be better time-wise, more efficient to go ahead and get them. The problem is they're often hidden. And sometimes you just don't find them all. 16 out of 80, so we are 1/5 of the way done with the base Slayer Deed after all this. Again, I do not know if there are any other areas with these giants. I just don't think there are. And I don't know if the questing will take me here. Could hit that ram spot, wherever it was on the way back, or I was actually going to use my Warden muster. I'll get one more giant. Can't end on an odd number. Actually, it ends on 7. I should have ported. Oh, he's going to stun me. Or not. Is that because I partially evaded, or was it because I was back and he's just not a stunner? Also, he's a little bit ugly. Did I change my milestone? I must have forgotten to. Okay. That means we're going to elite stuff. Ooh, tasks. That is actually a great reminder that I should do some tasks today. I'm guessing Frost Rime Skin, because that's what I always have to turn in. Windswept Furs, actually, except those are not task items. That is a trophy. I think I recently sold a lot of my items is one problem. I wonder what the deal with Frost Rime Skin. I guess just the things I've killed don't really work well for that. Cracked Axe, I think I have 4 of those. That seems like a lot of XP. I saw the number 139,000 XP. I'm like, whoa. But I don't think it's quite all that much that more at this point. That is actually 1% of a level, I believe. I would need to turn in 100 tests. Wait, I've done 5 of those, right? I think I've done 5. Yeah. That is 1%, right? Because 10% would be 1.3 million. So 10% of 10% is 1%. Anyway, we can head back to the other camp. We want to go to Central Car Bronach. For some reason, I was not expecting a swift travel, and I don't know why I would have expected something different. Reputation-wise, I am actually curious. Oops, I don't know why I went there for rep. I'm curious how I'm doing. I'm actually already kindred. I'm almost, what's next, like celebrated or honored or something? In fact, I might reach it. Turning in, probably not turning in some of these. If I were using a boost, maybe. But at this point, I am not actually seeing much value in using a boost. Bounties, I can get more. Alright then, I can get 1 more. And then, what quest I need to defeat some... Wait, where did Prisoners of Selruka? Probably need that one. Oh, is this the guy in the corner? Yeah, he did escape. The story of Car Bronach will continue in a future update. That is honestly... It makes this feel unfinished, to be honest. That's like my thought just seeing this the first time. It makes it exciting, like the story will continue in a future update. But to me... it feels like they didn't finish the quest for this zone, so they'll just have it continue in a future update and phrase it as an exciting thing. And does that mean you can't even get the Slayer, the questy? Oh, you can get the questy done. Okay. That really does feel unfinished. Trying to type with a cat. I just slow. Alright then. I feel like I can just do the book quest and move on. Like, already done with the 4th zone. I really did not expect to finish the zone today. I mean, that's it for the zone quest, besides just repeating the bounties, which I can do anytime, as far as I know. So, it's actually good, though, because as I mentioned, I did not expect to get the zone finished today, but that'll be good timing with the stream, because I was thinking about going about 2 hours a little bit shorter today, since I started a little bit late. Don't have to get up too early in the morning, but I do have, y'all might have heard my dryer earlier, and I even mentioned that I had to like shut it. I do want to put up laundry, which takes a bit of time. But yeah, this is as far as questing goes, it definitely has been the most disappointing zone, just because I don't know. It just doesn't feel finished, is how I describe it. Of course, with the story continuing, that's almost them saying, yeah, it's not finished. We'll fix this up in a later update, is the feeling I get. I just don't know why they would intentionally have it be continued in a later update. Especially after that, it just... yeah, not great. If only my impressions video was after I did the 4th zone. Of course, the whole point of a first impressions is not really to do questing zone review. At least I didn't. That wasn't the point of my impressions video. It's just more on the overall feel of Gundabad. But yeah, if I did make it through the zone, I probably would have mentioned that as just a thing to help make the update feel unfinished. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, the book quest. I needed to defeat Ingmarum or the Trev Duverdane and work on some slayers along the way, which does not include the creepy crawlies. I just killed them because they aren't useful for anything. They add ugliness to the landscape. I actually don't know, like in real life though, the use of centipedes and the such, those type of things. I don't know if they're like useful. Like worms, I believe, are useful for soil. They do, I don't know if it's like fertilizing, but as far as I understand, they actually do provide value and use to something. I'm sure they'd be like a food source or something, or some other creepy thing. But as far as the game is concerned, they add ugliness to the landscape. Wow, that was so slow switching stance and then building this. That's one reason I'm lazy about switching to melee stance sometimes. And with it being laggy right here, it's just extra that way. Well, these orange cats are glad you love orange cats. I feel like they, at least this one's, a very orange cat personality as well. Anyway, we need to read some orders. Do not worry myself over Ruvaran. Oh, is this an order from Magath? Who is Magath? I'm guessing this is from Ingmarum's. Oh, wait, did this guy really just appear here? Was I coincidentally in basically the exactly correct location somehow? I could not have planned that much better. Like, even if I knew that was the location needed to go, I just happened to be right there. I feel watchful eyes. Oh? No sign of anyone. Well, yeah, there's no sign of anyone. Oh, I feel watchful eyes. I actually didn't feel watchful eyes, to be honest.
Did you see anything? Do not be fooled by such sentimental apparitions, Vinko.
Hey, Virtue XP again, to choose one, but I don't think you actually do. Once again, I do just want to give praise to Standing Stone Games for making a good decision of putting Virtue XP as a quest reward, first of all. And second of all, is having it be a choose one option, even if you can't choose it right now. It does appear to be bugged. Having it as a choose one option in case you don't want gear, I really like that. I wish all the way back from like level 5 when you started the game that would be an option as an alternative for every single quest that gives gear. Or just every quest give you like 5 virtue XP. That wouldn't be bad either. Kind of like legendary item XP, how everything in the game gives you LI XP basically. Every quest, every mob kill, like all that stuff gives you LI XP. Plus, mobs drop items, chests drop LI XP items. There's all that stuff. If they implemented all that sort of stuff into the virtue XP, I would like the virtue system a lot more. And the way they could make it work in the game so you don't just plow through it and it's not really a grind is to have it function like character XP, where you need more and more virtue XP as your level goes up. Instead of just having all the virtues be, it's not 2000, it actually isn't completely the same, but actually have it go up quite a bit at higher levels as you get higher virtue XP at higher levels. That also would work into, oh, that's why I should pay attention to quests. Oh, did we just go in? This is the Dreadspire. Neat. I was expected to be reminded more of Karn Doom type area, but this does not quite feel like that to me. Feels a lot less Ingmarum on the inside than it did on the outside to me, to be honest. Not saying it's a bad thing, I just... not as much familiarity here, for me at least. There's some Ingmarum here though. Barad Gularan. That was a fun place. Alright then, this is a solo quest. The Dreadspire awaits us. I'm so confused. I almost feel like we were just at the Dreadspire. Drearspire. It's not the Dreadspire, it's actually the Drearspire. My bad.
Algar called it the Fell Graver.
Where have the guards gone?
Aye.
It's all full of
I actually like Lowlands and Trollshaws, but I know not everybody feels that way about zones, and yeah, a smoothing of the leveling experience would be really great in LOTRO, especially one thing I would like to see in the future in an ideal... What? Did I fail the quest or something? I am so confused. This looks like a repeat of what we just did. Like, did I mess something up? You have been dismounted. Did that. Let's go. Okay, cool. Oh, that was world chat. So we have seen no guards enter the Drearspire.
But how?
Well, what? I'd explore.
Graver showed her to you?
I mean, I feel like I'm just repeating this. But remain alert. Okay, avoid being seen. It didn't say I failed though, it just ported me out, didn't it? You've been jumpy? I don't know. And why did that fail at? Why couldn't I have just killed those Ingmarum? Would that have messed the whole Legacy of Durin up? Would that have made it the Legacy of Luiden instead? I'm staying way back here. I ain't going to be seen by them. So, yeah, as far as a whole revamp of the leveling experience in LOTRO is to make all you need to level up the book quests. But a problem is, I love a lot of the side quests in LOTRO, but I think that would make leveling more alt-friendly. Or another option is, you could keep the leveling experience as it is, just like in general. But then, I don't know if an XP buff is the right way to put it, but somehow smooth the experience if you have run through the content once on one character, like all the book quests and the such. Not have to repeat that same stuff on an alt.
But she died months.
But yeah, for new players, to make the leveling experience less intimidating, because there are 140 levels in this game, and it's not a really fast leveling experience. There's like tons of content to get through those levels, and in certain areas you kind of have to run through a lot of stuff like West Rohan to get trait points. There's also Central Gondor. I think there's some skippable stuff now, so I wouldn't even consider the Old and Orient to quite be required. Even though from the quests and deeds of Old and Orient, you can get 2 trait points. There's also virtue XP along the way from doing all the deeds, which includes quest, layer, and explorer deeds. And usually doing all the deeds completes you a meta deed, which gives you even more, which all that stuff is nice, but I feel like its main thing is for virtue XP.
Sometimes I wonder if Govard was
Yeah, the Final Fantasy XIV, while I have only played that for one job, I think that's what they're called, one class to level. Hey, I completed it, staying way back here. See, nowhere near the Ingmarum. I'm way back here. I ain't even eavesdropping. There we go. I'm glad I noticed that it was basically the same thing though, because it just ported me out and I really don't remember seeing a failed message or anything. Okay, so book quest, return to the Witch Gate. Oh, we're already back at the Witch Gate. I think this zone gives good reason to wait to do the deeds until until later time because of it being unfinished. Also, the pillar here is flat, but then it doesn't go down, it seems like. I actually don't know if that would cause any structural issues just because of that giant pillar taking up most of the weight, presumably. But it is a visual. Wait, did I need to talk to, huh? Someone watches. Was that elf? I thought that was actually a player, not an NPC.
What is wrong?
I might talk to Venko.
This time I
This guy with armor and the such, I think it was him. It might have been somebody else. He was in the thumbnail for my review impressions video. Okay, still cannot select virtue XP. That's unfortunate, but actually in this case, I would select virtue XP as the reward because I already have a new necklace and this is only marginally better, if better. There's a non-zero chance that this could be better. Also a non-100% chance it's better. It would take looking further into how my stuff changes. The vitality boost would really be appreciated, but the drop in mastery and agility is what really matters. And I don't quite feel the need for the vitality, so I would actually continue using the yellow necklace. And this is the first time I actually really want to select the virtue XP reward. Yes, I think LOTRO is not an alt-friendly game, unfortunately. I don't think it's necessarily a bad game to play alts and just replay the content, though. I just don't think it's alt-friendly in MMO terms of alt-friendliness. Any chance I want the Might one instead? I don't think so. That's kind of disappointing. The gear rewards from quests in this has honestly been disappointing. I feel like this stream I'm just noticing more disappointing things about this expansion. But yeah, the gear rewards have not been good, have not been frequent. And why they haven't been good, one is because they've not been frequent, and two, because this is like the third necklace I've gotten, but I don't think I've gotten a single chest piece, a single pair of pants, a single pair of, I guess I've gotten boots by now, but I'm like level 136 and haven't even gotten one slot of everything. When I feel like in an MMO, this mainly draws from WoW, by the way, when a new expansion launches, usually you can replace a lot of your gear just in the first zone even, and I'm already like through 4 zones essentially, and haven't replaced all my gear. Travel now, message in Mithril. Well, I know somebody who will like that. In fact, I know a whole league of people who will like that. This looked like this. I'm going to go to the map where I actually thought I zoned in. Like, just when we initially zoned in, I thought we were down here. That was weird. That's also, I used to play a lot more alts in LOTRO. What happened to Mana Guard? Are we just down in a weird location, or what happened here? Also, my keyboard, my cat is on me, and I cannot actually press the control button that easily. I have to click things now. Yeah, I don't mind if you have like best in slot gear lasting you through the expansion. I think that's actually a good thing. It's just the number of quest rewards, even if they aren't all upgrades, the number of quest rewards being quest rewards, there we go, being in this expansion is very low. Oh, there was a chest piece in Deepsgrave? I thought I did all the quests in Deepsgrave. I wonder if I missed, you mentioned bounty quest line. I wonder if I missed a bounty or if it just wasn't an upgrade. Or, here it is, the last bounty, I'm actually using it. I feel like that was a really, not the best time to put it up because I have gotten quite a few pieces of gear now. Even if not all of them have been upgrades, which is okay. It's just, again, I'm level 136, it seems like. I should have gotten more, even more non-upgrades and not gotten like 3 necklaces. That would be the better way to put it, not getting 3 necklaces and getting more of others, less of the same. But the problem with the lack of gear, I feel like, is for people, Harvane might have mentioned a comment about this. Is say you are a player who is just leveling in LOTRO, and you do the Black Book of Mordor, finish up Minas Morgul, and then you start the Legacy of Durin. And the problem is a lot of your gear is going to be item level 400, and depending how many side quests you did, you could even have some lower level gear. And as I've heard from a lot of people, we're still Ingor, that was the name, not Ibak. He's the one that made it into the thumbnail. How would I kill these bats though? Like, they help my Slayer deed. 3 zones, 2 pocket items. Yikes. I'm using this pocket item. But for people that just get to this expansion with the jump in difficulty from 130 to 131 at the start of the expansion is a bit rough if you weren't like even decently geared, it seems, at 130, which I was only decently geared. I had a lot of purples around level 430 and a lot of teals also around level 430 for my main armor. Purple jewelry, teal armor, those like 428 to 435-ish. And yeah, the presence of defensive stats, again, for people that don't have good gear, that is okay to just go ahead and get them started in the expansion, but the frequency of that is where I find there to be a problem, as in the lack of frequency. Because even something with a lot of agility and a lot of vitality would help them get up to the modern stats, as I would call it, of level 131 plus of Gundabad. And then that would still leave them upgrades to be wanted in the future. It's not like that's perfect armor.
Let us end this now. It will be my pleasure, Prince.
Oh, that looked like a fancy orc, but he's supposedly Gorgar the Ruthless. He looks like a normal orc on that portrait. Alright, he can be in a thumbnail.
Stand aside, Forge Master.
He's actually, for an orc, a little bit extra ugly. I don't know what it is about him, but he's not even like appealing from an orc perspective to me. He has a smooth face, I feel like. I don't know how I quite call that smooth, but
Made of mithril.
I don't know.
It is dirtied by your touch. Is it now?
He has a mithril orc?
Why then does it delight in the
I mean, a mithril hammer? Neat. Oh. Wow. That was a strong smash. I feel like that shouldn't have been funny.
There is something about you, Princeling. What is it?
Meanwhile, all I'm interested in is screenshots.
Are you the same as I am?
I really feel like this cat's going to get me demonetized someday with all the rear end showing.
I'd say this is message enough, boys. I will be back for you, Princeling, and my hammer will sing again.
Oh yeah, there's a pocket item for the
Attack!
geodes. Well, that's sad. Well, Durin is mad, but not mad enough that we want vengeance right now. So we're going to Mirror Grind. Yeah, I'll wrap up whatever is here, but then it is probably a good point for me to also wrap up the stream. Okay, so I want to bandage any dwarves. Oh, lots of dwarves need bandages. Yikes. Anything glow in there? Oh, that is a truck. It sounded like thunder, which, of course, didn't make much sense. Oh, these are dead ones. Okay. Yikes. Well, they brought a sense of danger to this stuff in Gundabad. This was feeling like a pretty safe place, to be honest, until that. This is really random, but... Okay. I'm in Taylor. Yeah, I need to look for some Taylor barter recipes in old areas. I had the set, I think it was Westamnet, which would have been West Rohan. As much as I criticize Rohan, I do like some of the cosmetics and the crafting cosmetics they had back then. Is that the last one? I guess I'm ready to turn it in. Was that just ready to turn in the whole time? Did I even need to treat any dead? I treated all of them, I think. Return remaining supplies to book.
Thank you for your quick action, friend.
Back to Durin.
Gorgar will pay for this. If not today...
Yeah, report from Car Bronach.
Smartly, what is it? I hope you will forgive this interruption and grant me this boon.
Ah, Glooming Turn. There we go.
Do this in memory of Stoneskill.
That is the birthplace of Durin, the original, I believe? I don't know, maybe it was this Durin that was born there. But I'm pretty sure one of the Durins was born there at least. So we are ready to head to Glooming Tarn. I already have the landscape breadcrumb quest that way. Let's see. Karam Obnor, I still have not done that on this character. I'm bad about missions on the server. I do them a lot more on Anor. Crafting worth grinding from 0 to 140. Probably, but I'm not entirely sure. So far, the crafting in Gundabad actually doesn't look that bad to me. You can trade for the recipes. There's a simple crafting vendor where you trade for the recipes. Anybody can trade these. And as far as I can tell, they're not even bound. Like, not even bound to account. So you could barter these and then send them to a crafter. As far as that goes. And then the output seems to be completely tradable, so it doesn't seem like crafting would be completely required. Even the essence box is tradable. So far there is nothing that I see that is bound in crafting, but we're really early into the expansion where I'm not sure that's the case. Also, one just benefit of crafting is, say you are a tailor or something like this, which I was actually thinking about doing right now, is you can get... I wonder if I took a screenshot of that one thing. I don't think I did. There was a certain cosmetic set that I thought would actually look decent on Livaden. And I thought it was Westham. Now I think I have to go to the Tailor Guild's Hall. So I will check that as the last thing for today. Crystal Journey. Oh, that's... How did that get tracked? But yeah, being able to craft your own stuff is pretty nice still. Also, I need to finish out Minas Ithil. I should have tons of things to actually finish out Minas Ithil. I thought I had tons of things. Maybe I don't. You can actually just craft. It's kind of funny. You can craft these. Feel glad. patterns over and over and over again on like infinite repeat, and then just disenchant them and get the exact same thing back, and that'll just level your crafting because you get XP each time. It's kind of silly, but I don't see much why you do anything else. It saves your resources and you get to do that. That is probably not something I would do on stream, but just so I can actually show I'm not crazy. See, that took 80 of my brushed Minnesithal leathers, and then I disenchant 4 of those, and there we go. And just redo that on repeat. I really don't understand how or why this is a thing, but it is. And you even get character XP doing this. This is a way you could actually farm character XP. The problem is you'd have to get all the way up to Minnesithal crafting, and I think get to the Minnesithal guild crafting to get these recipes. Although I actually had these recipes before even guild crafting. But again, I have this really weird memory of doing guild crafting on this character, getting it like all the way to Minnesithal tier, and then just having all my progress randomly reset. And having to go through it all over again. I still don't know if I actually did it. That's just the weirdest thing about this character. But anyway, that's that strategy. Don't lose any materials and get crafted and even character XP a tiny bit. And that's how I'll finish out the mastery of that tier. I also probably have tons and tons of hides I could process. Well, maybe not that many. I really don't know. Did I like do something with my hides? Would they have ended up in my vault? Any chance of that? Ooh. Hey, I could disenchant the starlight crystals here. Look at all these heritage runes, all the LI stuff. This is a surprising vault I have here. Here's some wall warden. Or is that the green stuff that I already have? No, that's actually this outfit I'm using. Oh, leveling a character from the beginning. That would be interesting, but that would take forever. I feel like not only forever, but take tons and tons and a few more tons of material. I think there was somebody on, I forget which server, but that's not too important. Somebody did cooking, and I think cooking pies, baking pies from like out of the intro to 130, which must have taken, well, it sounds like it took a whole lot of time, but also a whole lot of resources, a whole lot of gold and the such. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking for a specific crafting recipe. I don't know if this vendor has it, but thought I would check it and just as an update on the Louisden cosmetic quest. Besides, currently looking at the Light Armor Gundabad set, which this shares the same cosmetic as a bunch of other things, but this is what it looks like for people curious. I was thinking this light armor, oddly enough. Wouldn't even need the leggings, wouldn't want the hat either. But this set I thought looked pretty neat. Now there are a few colors actually. Ooh, navy actually doesn't look that bad. That looks like pajamas and navy for some reason. Like Louisden pajamas instead of a winter outfit for Louisden. It's just like his warm pajamas. But anyway, that aside, I actually thought this did look pretty neat. There was... Actually, Twilight Purple does not look as good as I expected. But yeah, a few options, even Steel Blue. That looks like Gundabad theme being... yeah, I actually think as far as general Gundabad color scheme, that matches it Morio Silver. That's a little bit uglier to me, but yeah, Hello Blue Abyss. Currently getting towards wrapping up the stream, at least. This probably looks pretty decent in black. I don't know if I'd want Louisden in quite full black like that. But anyway, I thought that looked pretty nice and give Louisden a variety in outfit there. But yeah, the medium armor one does not look good to me, and it looks like heavy armor. This is what it looks like. Stats of it, yeah, I could do that because I'm also personally curious. Critical rating and physical mitigation. I hope this one's better. Crit and outgoing healing. Even for a DPS, I would probably like outgoing healing. Like if I had to choose on my Runekeeper, tactical mitigation. Hey, more outgoing healing costs finesse there. But yeah, that's the general stats. It's item level 458. Here, I'll go through this a little bit quicker so they don't take up all the time. Yeah, that's the next one. That one's not too bad. the pants. The cloak, not too bad. It's just the itemization on it, on some of these pieces, doesn't seem to be quite ideal. Okay, so I want to... Who did I want to talk to? Not that guy. This guy? Taylor Gill's improved recipes. Yes. Tier 8, I believe. Yes, Wildermore. That is what it was. So I'm going to just go ahead and get all this stuff for completeness sake. It only cost a few silvers. And if I have the materials, I will go ahead and craft Louisden's next cosmetic outfit. I might have the materials. I had a lot of like mid-level, low-level, and mid-level materials in my... I do have a crafting carry-all. Just imagine how messy my inventory would be without this fancy thing. There's also a lot of stuff I could clean up out of here probably that I don't really need in here. Like one Kalinard hide is kind of random. One sturdy hide. But even of stuff I don't actually craft with, like Langflood Scarn, probably won't get much of those ever again. Okay, so I'm on... I'm actually excited to see the possibilities here. There is one note I have is I'm not actually sure what color I want to dye this. I was very unusual for me thinking white when I looked at it. I looked at my Runekeeper. It took like 5 minutes because I knew he had a lot of recipes and it was just something that was on my mind. So my Runekeeper on Anor has all this stuff. So I checked him and I was like, that actually looks like it'd be decent on a male character. That's one problem I have with outfits. It's harder for me to find a character, an outfit that looks good on a male character. And Louisden's been particularly troublesome. His outfits, this is one he had for a long time. He also had the Unflagging Dragon one in Lonelands that I've kind of gotten a little bit tired of. This was his Trollshaw's outfit with the modified Warden Javelin pack. But the shield matches it nicely, I will point out. I'd probably even want to, just because it's a green shield, make sure I cosmetically set this for that particular set real quick. But it's just asymmetrical is one problem I've run into. It also not completely ideal to me. Just need some change up because that's, again, Trollshaw's outfit for him. Way back when Louisden, the Warden, was a Let's Play series. Way back when. Anyway, what am I doing? I got completely distracted with that, clearly. Yeah, Westfold. Medium armor. Ingredients? Oh, I do have those. I think I have enough. Let me make sure it is the Wildermore. Yes, I believe it was. So this is what it looks like, at least what I was considering using. I don't think I would need the leggings. It's still not quite ideal to me, but it would give some variety. I will point out it's a little bit shiny when you go into the detail. It's not that bad, but it is a little bit shiny and a little bit strong on some of the areas. But again, I have to find something. Even navy on that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, as I mentioned, oddly, I was considering white just because that's more of a gray. It wouldn't have much color, but it seems to be the theme of Gundabad, colorless. Turquoise actually doesn't look bad. Wouldn't mind a blue outfit. That's what I really feel like Louisden's lacking, a nice blue outfit. There were, I think Evenden blue is the lighter blue. There's an even lighter blue. Steel blue is a darker gray blue. Is there teal? There's turquoise. I don't think teal is an outfit or a dye color, is it? There are so many fancy dyes. Bella Gear blue? Nah. But yeah, this is the one I was considering, and I just wish I weren't so picky about outfits sometimes. The other option for medium armor is the Eomar set. I guess I would want to look at the armor. Oh yeah, that was pretty ugly to me. I wonder if my kin, I guess we can investigate, if my kin has a universal ingredient pack. I will make this first and then I'll check that. I want to make the right thing. Yikes. Armor. Make sure I don't make what I don't need. I really doubt I want the helmet. Yeah, it's a pretty I was going to say pretty generic helmet. The helmet part is pretty generic, but if you want the like tail on top of it, I guess you could get that. And I need the gloves and the shoulder pad, which I just made. And I think the helmet and leggings are buried. Just to confirm those don't add anything. We can check what the leggings look like, but it should all be determined by the armor. And I can search random leggings here, and that doesn't change anything. Just to double check that. So only 4 pieces. It seems like not that many, but that is the way it is. But yeah, I will investigate if my kin house, if they on the server have any ingredient crates rather. My kin on Anor, it's very nice. They have those. And you can log in for each character every day. Log in and get those. But yeah, I'm not sure if this kin has that. I don't know if you can get those from like Vignettes of Splendor if you have to buy them from the LOTRO store, but that would be something even I would be willing to contribute. Let's see, they have some neat stuff there, like that tower. That one, I think that's Mordor Besieged area, or Saragost it says, apparently. I feel like my kin on Anor needs that. I'm going to take a screenshot to show them, since it's Saragost. Orthanc. I'm pretty sure that's really rare, the model of Orthanc. Oh, it's an actual welcome mat. I'm used to an unwelcome mat. I have no idea what's in here. I'm not actually sure I've been in Durin, this kin's house. It's a lot quicker loading. That's for sure. Hobbit cupboard. Warrior keg. Throne of Night. Neat. There's some neat stuff here. Treasure chest. Oh, can't do anything with it. The wallpaper they have here also is kind of interesting. It looks like Lothlorien. Makes it feel less hobbity, more elfy inside. Cat on a cushion. If only. Yes, I am talking about you, Piper. And there's another cat there. There's a pile of gold coins. But yeah, I don't see an ingredient crate. I was just curious because I have not paid attention to that clearly on the server. I believe this is the exit. They do have a training dummy here though. I have used that before. Okay, so new outfit time. I will replace, the Gundabad ones, I wish I liked them. But I just don't. Hide that, hide that. Where? Actually doesn't look too bad. If I could get the Warden's pack on it. Where is that? I think I have it. And then I'd probably want to dye that a certain color. But yeah, that doesn't look too bad to me right now. And it gives me something different. I'll probably get annoyed of it. It's not perfect, so I do think I'll probably get annoyed of it soon. But it is something. Until I can get his winter outfit that seems more thematic towards Gundabad. And one more thing to actually look, while I have it on my mind and while I do have the time here, we can check the cat cams finally has a cat in it. We can check the PvMP gear, what it looks like. I don't know if it has any unique look to it, or if it's pretty generic. Can also look at the stats of it. Well, that's also been on my mind. And people keep asking about like the best gear I see for 140. And without there being instances, for me at least, there's just not much point in putting too much effort to look into it. And considering I'm not level 140 yet, I haven't really cared too much to also put effort in for that reason. That looks like the Anorian outfit. Oh, he's anonymous. That's disappointing. Wars. So Warden or a champion, they're two, I was about to say very different classes, but sometimes they do similar things with good AoE and pulling large groups of mobs on the landscape and the such. Warden does it, I'd say, especially at higher level, do it a little bit differently. Like, that's a really neat outfit, but it does look more light armor-ish. I think that's the Rimmer Chant one once again. Rumor Chant crafted one. But yeah, that actually does look nice to me. Let's see what these generic looking they do. These NPCs really do look very generic. But anyway, that's the light armor guy. Let's see what the medium armor has. We want medium armor tier 2. All. Oh, am I just missing the NPC? Oh, browse the shop. That would be the issue. Okay, so this is the... I wonder if this uses a generic PvMP look. I'm a little bit less familiar with the PvMP gear, but I feel like I've seen... Ooh. I'm not quite sure I would go with that.
What do you need?
Once again, I would actually like the light armor one for this character. I don't know why I keep clicking rose. That's just like a strong color that pops up. The shoulder pads. That's what sometimes bothers me with outfits, is finding a good set of shoulder pads. These are red, or orange really isn't the best color to look at. I'd like to find a nice strong blue like that, and Evandem blue might not be too bad. I could actually go for that, just for the cosmetic. Also, what do I even have in my wardrobe on the server? I keep thinking of things to just delay the end of the stream. Shadow Walker, I don't think I have appealing. Yes, it's still Evandem blue. Actually, that's one of the ones I thought I had equipped here. Oh yeah, I didn't like that one too much. I could actually completely replace that if I got the light armor set here just to put it in the bank. I could probably find some dyes. High Officers doesn't look bad to me, but I've just used it on so many heavy armor characters, and this guy is a Warden, not a heavy armor character. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I know I just made a new set, but I'm going to actually get some variety here for Louisden. Just make sure this looks the same. Okay, it does. We want chest piece, gloves, boots, and shoulder pad. And I'm going to get some Evandem blue, just to double check. Yes, Evandem blue dyes, hopefully, from the auction house. Ooh, I was worried. That took so long to search. Perfect, I need 5. And then, do I want... No, I wanted a lighter thing for this. I think even lighter than Evandem blue. I don't know, I'm undecided on that right now, even though I just crafted it. Problem with it not being, like, perfect. There we go. Maybe they'll appear in my inventory. Oh, they go in my die carry-all. That's right, that thing I never use. Can I apply it? Do I have to take it out to use it? I can't actually key those up. Speeding up. I already dyed one of these. I thought it was the gloves. I guess I should have paid attention. Okay, it's the shoulder pads. Now I can speed it up with keeping these. And after all of this, Louisden will have... What was it? Warden? Oh, why do I have so many Warden things here? Wait, what is that chest piece? Oh, that's the green one. Yeah, it's this no, that's something else. Shadow Walker. That was the one I want to get rid of. And then we will have a cosmetic set after all this. I think I need to use the wardrobe because of... Is this weary? Because of it being light armor, that restriction. Actually, I do want to show the back item. And there we go. Oh, that's really less appealing than I thought it would be. It's the pants, not the pants, but the bottom. That's, again, the problem I run into with male versus female characters is I think I would find this outfit to be less annoying on a female character, but it just looks really weird on a male character to me. And that is not unique to this outfit, but I think it's actually a good example of that. But hey, at least I have a colorful Louisden outfit. And just something to change things up. Might get used to the bottom half eventually. This really highlights the spear a lot better. It's looking really sharp. I don't know why my javelin's not showing. But yeah, there we go. Spend an extra, what, like half an hour on a cosmetic hunt and end up here. What's this, all the old gear? Wonder what some of that stuff looks like. I don't know if it uses generic looking outfits or if they actually have some unique cosmetics down here. As far as Warden versus Champion, if you're looking for something more complicated, I would say Warden. If you are looking for something more simple, I would say Champion. I personally have more fun with the Warden. I get bored of the Champion after a while. But I know for some people that is not the case, and the, like, I guess easiness or easy to learn, low learning curve of the Champion is appealing, and they don't really get bored with it after a lot of combat, so I think that part is mostly more personal preference. But yeah, that would be the thoughts I at least have on that. And with that, I think it is a good point to get wrapping up with this stream. As far as upcoming content, I haven't really thought that far ahead. I'm not sure actually. Tuesday and Warden. That would be a great strategy, what Harvain said. Make both a Champion and a Warden and see what you like more. We're having some issues loading in here. Why is Louisden so spooked out? Wow. He looks absolutely terrified. Remember the first time that happened to a character, I thought the game just totally bugged out, but I think there are some items that can cause players this. It's like a mood thing. You could do mood fearful is the one I'm guessing I have. You could do mood calm to fix it. And if you want to see something creepy, you can do mood happy. I think it was happy that just looked creepy. Like the eyes are looking all over the place. But anyway, that's a thing in this game. So yeah, I also don't think on Wednesday we'll have a Ken event on Anor. So yeah, maybe lots of Gundabad coming up. As far as upcoming content with this character, I think Glooming Tarn. I really don't know what to expect with Glooming Tarn. I honestly expect it to not have that much content just based on looking at the zone, like running through it, which is the opposite of what I would have expected with Car Bronach. But if we go on the map on this, it's kind of one road here, a ginormous lake there. That place, the Durin related place. There's also the Den of Puglak, I think was the name of the 3-man instance somewhere along here that I accidentally found in the beta before the instance was even activated. And then Clothing Gap I expect to have tons of content. I've also heard a lot of buggy content in that zone. And Welcome Loft's also looking forward to that. But yeah, hopefully the next 3 zones have a little bit more than Car Bronach is my hopes as far as that goes. And I'm not too sure with Glooming Tarn, just the layout of the zone makes me think it would be a faster zone, but that might not be the case. We'll see. So, yeah, that is what is coming up as far as this character goes. And as far as the stream goes, with all we did in Car Bronach, even if it wasn't all that much as far as zone quests go, I hope you all did enjoy it. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more. or becoming a channel member to support the content. And thanks for joining, chatting, and watching, everyone.